Hey everyone, this is The Gaming Preacher, bringing you a hardcore team deathmatch on the map Liberation. Now I'm going to run around here with the MP7 silenced. It's a little bit different than what I normally do on this map. I'm usually running the MK14 or running the Dragunov, but I thought I would just do something a little out of character for myself on this map and see how it goes. But the main thing I was wanting to talk about in this video here, as far as commentary goes, is a topic that's always hot in the Call of Duty community, that's always gets some traffic on forums and in discussions, and that's the subject of hardcore and softcore or core gameplay. And I wanted just to kind of share with you guys why I play hardcore, why the people that I generally play with, why we usually play hardcore, I would say 98% of the time. And there are several reasons why, and I'm not trying to persuade you, one way or the other. I'm not trying to convert you to a different type of gameplay. I'm not saying that hardcore is quote-unquote better than playing core. It all comes down to a matter of personal preference. And so I just want to share with you why I play hardcore. Now, the one of the things that obviously is apparent when you play hardcore is that you don't have the HUD. And to me, that's a wonderful thing. Not having to worry about showing up on the map, giving away your position, and not having to always run with a perk that hides you from every UAV, hides you from every advanced UAV that comes up on the map. Now that has the reverse effect as well. So it's not just one-sided, because even though they can't see me, well, I can't see them either. Unless we have a UAV or something up. Now, the main thing about hardcore that I think that most people probably like is the reduced health. I know this is the big thing for me. It's not so much the fact that it takes less shots, which of course it does, but it's this whole reloading thing. When I play core, when I watch videos of people playing core, it seems like every 2 or 3 seconds there's a reload. Every 2 or 3 seconds there's a reload. And I just get tired of doing that. To me, it's just annoying. And it also causes you to run generally with sleight of hand. It'll cause you to probably run, say, with extended mags. And will more than likely lead you to running with scavenger. So it sort of creates a niche there where you sort of forced to use certain perks because of the amount of bullets that it takes to kill someone. Now, hardcore, for some reason, I still get hit markers. I don't know what it is. It still happens. You can shoot somebody across the map in their foot and they die, but I could be 5 feet away from them and shoot them in the head and I get a hit marker. So, that doesn't always make a lot of sense. But I know some people say, well, you play hardcore because you can't put 2 bullets in the same place in a row. Well, I'll admit that sometimes I can't hit the side of a barn if I'm inside of it. We all have those moments. But to me, it's not a matter of accuracy. It's just a matter of why do I want to spend the whole game reloading? When I can play hardcore and in 1 or maybe 2, 3 shots, if they're on point, take an enemy down. Now, another thing about hardcore that I enjoy myself, and I'll maybe say this because I'm an older gamer. Now, don't misunderstand me here and think that hardcore gameplay can't be hectic, because it can be. It can be terribly hectic. But I think overall, hardcore is a more thoughtful, if you want to call it that, style of play. It is a little slower paced. It can be really slow paced if everyone's camping in a corner, but that's not just a hardcore thing. People camp in softcore all the time. But it is a more thinking type of play. You have to consider where you're at. You have to consider what's around the corner, because you don't have the radar, because it takes less shots to kill you. And to me, it just sort of slows the play down a little bit. It creates opportunities to be a little more tactical, to be a little more methodical about how you go about playing. And that's an aspect of it that I enjoy. Another thing about hardcore that I think is a good thing is the damage that can be done. Well, it used to be a damage that could be done to your own team, but now it's damage that can be done to yourself through ricochet. Obviously, if you kill a teammate in hardcore, then you die. Of course, in Black Ops, you had the 3 strikes rule, where if you team killed 3 times, then whether it was on purpose or not, then you would be booted from the lobby. Now, I think this is a good thing because it prevents some of the just insane nade spamming, tubing, rockets, that can go on in core. You can't just run it up to a room, at a building and start throwing in explosives and firing rockets inside of it because their teammate might be in there, and you're going to die. So to me, it sort of just calms things down a little bit. It prevents some of this just crazy explosions that go on in core. It keeps you from blindly spraying all across the map, with your weapon, because obviously if you hit your teammate, then you're going to die. Now, another thing about hardcore that I think is good for me, at least, that I like, is I think it lessens the kill streak effectiveness. Since the HUD is not up all the time, you're not getting a constant view of where the other team is at. It makes it a little more difficult for these kill streaks to really do some serious damage. I know in hardcore all the time, I'll get a predator and I'll start bringing it in, and I won't be able to find anybody, and I just end up wasting it. To me, that's fine. That's just part of it. So it kind of limits the gross effectiveness, if you want to call it that, of some of the kill streaks. Now, one thing about hardcore that should happen: playing in hardcore should equal more team communication. I know communication can be a bad word in the COD community and on Xbox Live, but when you're playing hardcore, when you don't have the HUD, when it takes less to kill you, it's more important to know where the enemy is at. And a team that can communicate, use their mics, create some kind of loose tactics, within the game, you're going to have more fun. You're going to be more effective. Communicating, calling out, where's the sniper at? Where did you get shot from? What building are they in? Things like that, versus just relying on the HUD to tell you where everyone is. Now, I think that overall hardcore can alleviate some of the negative effects of things that we have to deal with all the time: lag compensation, just bad connections, hit detection. I think hardcore sort of levels that out a little bit, puts everyone on a little more equal footing. So, what's your thoughts on hardcore? What's your thoughts on core? Let me know below. If you agree with me, if you disagree, if you've got some other thoughts about that, I'd love to hear them. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit like and subscribe for more. This is the Gaming Preacher, and I hope you have a blessed day. And remember, be hardcore about your faith, not just gaming. We'll see you later. Bye.